Bonjour, bonjour. Welcome to our lesson today, and we are going to talk about le futur proche. And while conjugating the verbs in the future tense, which is basically known as le futur proche, we are going to use the verb aller in present tense plus l'infinitive d'un verbe. So we're going to conjugate the verb aller in present tense plus l'infinitive plus the infinitive of the verb. What do we mean by a verb in the infinitive? A verb in the infinitive is a verb that has not been conjugated yet. So let us look at some groups of verbs. So we have les verbes on ER, verbs in ER. We have manger, parler, regarder, donner, habiter, trouver. These are known as ER verbs because you see they are all ending in ER. The second group of verbs are known as les verbes on IR, the verbs in IR. Examples of verbs here we have choisir, agir, rougir, abonner, grossir, obéir. So these are known as IR verbs because they end in IR. And in the third category, we have verbs in RE, les verbes on RE. Examples of verbs in this category, we have attendre, entendre, rendre, descendre, perdre, répondre. So these verbs are known as verbs in RE because they are ending in RE. Other verbs, irregular verbs, we have finir, prendre, voir, vouloir, sortir, avoir. So these are irregular verbs because they don't follow any particular pattern. So we have three groups of regular verbs. These are verbs ending in ER, IR, and RE. As you see, these verbs, they are known as verbs in the infinitive. A verb in the infinitive means a verb that has not been conjugated. So these verbs are verbs in the infinitive and they have not been conjugated, and that's what we're going to use for the futur proche. Now let's conjugate the verb aller au présent. We're going to say je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, nous allons, vous allez, ils, elles vont. So that is the verb aller au présent. And to conjugate the verb manger au futur, we are going to say je vais manger, tu vas manger, il va manger, elle va manger, nous allons manger, vous allez manger, ils, elles vont manger. Now that is, I am going to eat, you are going to eat, he is going to eat, she is going to eat, we are going to eat, and you are going to eat, and they are going to eat. So that is the verb manger, which is an ER verb conjugated au futur proche, which has been conjugated in the near future. Another example of a verb, we have the verb attendre, which means to wait. So as usual, we're going to use the verb aller in present tense, and then we are going to use the verb attendre in the infinitive form, which means I'm going to wait. Je vais attendre. Tu vas attendre. Il va attendre. Elle va attendre. Nous allons attendre. Vous allez attendre. Ils, elles vont attendre. Merci beaucoup. Now let's look at example of sentences, les phrases. We have tu vas aller au cinéma. Tu vas aller au cinéma. We can see that we have the verb être au présent et puis le verbe aller à l'infinitif. Then we have nous allons aller chez le dentiste demain. Christine va partir à 6 heures. Elle va aller au supermarché. She's going to go to the supermarket. Thank you for watching. Kindly remember to subscribe. Merci beaucoup et au revoir.